They claimed that it was impossible, that at the age of 70 your body just begins to deteriorate, that your muscles begin to weaken, and that your strength begins to disappear, and that there is nothing you can do but watch it happen. However, in the depths of the Japanese highlands, scientists made a discovery that no one had anticipated. A long-lost piece of information concealed within the tiniest seeds on the planet. Initially, they believed that it was folklore, something that was just another old village story. Nevertheless, when they examined it, the results startled every laboratory that came into contact with it. These minuscule seeds contain a type of protein that is so potent that it outperformed eggs by a factor of 21 when it came to the process of rebuilding muscle in elderly people. It's not a typo, 21 times more effective than that. Within weeks, folks in their 70s and 80s began to experience a resurgence of strength that they had not experienced in decades. This finding is so mysterious that the entire Western nutrition business attempted to conceal it. Legs stabilized, balance returned, and energy soared. Here is the component that makes this discovery so strange. How come? This invention has the potential to completely disrupt the industry for protein supplements, which is currently worth $70 billion. In this video, we will unveil the 6 miracle seeds that create muscle faster than eggs after the age of 70. Stay with us, because the seed that is number 3 is the most remarkable of them all. The seed that is so powerful. It was given the label nature's creatine by researchers when they discovered that it had the ability to reawaken sleeping muscle cells by 43% in older persons. If you are interested in learning more about the implications of this discovery, the explanation that follows include a list of all the scientific references. Then again, before we get started, I have a short question for you. If you had the opportunity to wake up tomorrow feeling as strong and stable as you did 30 years ago, would you take that chance? We are reading each and every comment that is posted below this week. Currently, let's begin with the number 6. It has been demonstrated that a seed that was previously used in ancient Japan to fuel warriors before battle can today assist senior citizens in regaining the strength they had when they were younger. This is the 6th. Sunflower seeds. The majority of people consider sunflower seeds to be nothing more than a snack that can be consumed during a baseball game. However, research conducted by the University of Illinois has shown that these tiny kernels contain an astounding 21 grams of complete protein per 100 grams. Making them one of the foods that are the most protein-dense on the planet when measured by weight. One of the reasons why sunflower seeds are so beneficial for growing muscle after the age of 70 is that they contain an extraordinarily high amount of vitamin E. Just a quarter cup of sunflower seeds can provide 82% of your daily vitamin E requirements. Moreover, this is significant because vitamin E gives your muscle cells immediate protection against the oxidative damage that occurs more frequently with advancing age. The protein found in sunflower seeds contains all 9 essential amino acids that your body is unable to produce on its own. However, what truly differentiates them from other foods is the arginine content that they contain. Arginine is an amino acid that has been shown to improve blood flow to muscles by as much as 40% in older adults. This means that it delivers more nutrients precisely where they are required for growth and repair. Recent research that was published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition discovered that senior citizens who consumed 30 grams of sunflower seeds on a daily basis experienced a 15% increase in grip strength over the course of just 8 weeks. This may not seem like much until you realize that grip strength is one of the most powerful predictors of overall health and longevity in older adults. The best method to make the most of the benefits of sunflower seeds for growing muscle is to soak them overnight in water that has a modest salt content. This activates enzymes that make the proteins more accessible, and decreases phytic acid, which can prevent minerals from being absorbed.
Following that, you have the option of consuming them in their raw form,
Softly roasting them at a low temperature in order to maintain the nutrients, or blending them into a smooth sunflower seed butter that you can spread on toast made with healthy grains for a complete meal that will help you grow muscle. People are often unaware of the fact that combining sunflower seeds with a source of vitamin C, such as by including them in a salad with bell peppers or by eating them alongside an orange, can increase the amount of protein that is absorbed by the body by as much as 25%. This is due to the fact that vitamin C assists the body in the production of collagen, which is essential for the preservation of muscle tissue as one gets older. Time is also an important factor. It is possible to stimulate muscle protein synthesis that continues for hours by consuming sunflower seeds within 30 minutes of any sort of exercise, even light strolling. This will effectively transform your body into a muscle-building machine that will continue to function well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. But sunflower seeds are only the first step in the process. It is recommended that you hold off until you learn about the subsequent seed that has twice the amount of leucine. Be sure to show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel before we go any further. It would be costly for you to miss out on the next secret. 5. Sesame seeds. These minuscule seeds, which the majority of people think are exclusively found on hamburger buns, are actually one of the most underappreciated sources of protein that are now available. In addition to containing 18 grams of high-quality protein per 100 grams, this product also contains a one-of-a-kind chemical known as sesame, which was identified by Japanese researchers to enhance muscle protein synthesis by 35% in persons over the age of 70. Methionine is an important amino acid that is normally found in low amounts in plant proteins, but is very necessary for preserving muscle mass as we age. Sesame seeds have a high amount of methionine, which is what makes them an absolutely remarkable food option for older folks. Additionally, the methionine content of sesame seeds is higher per gram than that of the majority of animal proteins, including eggs. What really makes a difference, however, is the way in which sesame seeds influence your hormones. According to research conducted by Tokyo University, taking just 2 tablespoons of tahini, which is nothing more than crushed sesame seeds, on a daily basis for a period of 6 weeks helped older men enhance their muscle recovery time by 40% and increase their testosterone levels by 18%. The effects that researchers linked to the seed's one-of-a-kind lignans, which aid to naturally improve hormone balance for optimal health. When you consume sesame seeds, you are not only getting protein, but you are also getting a complete mineral profile. Sesame seeds contain 35% of your daily calcium needs, 25% of your magnesium needs, and 20% of your iron needs per ounce. These minerals are all essential cofactors in muscle contraction and growth, and as we get older, it becomes more difficult for us to absorb them. When it comes to the amount of benefits that you receive from sesame seeds, the preparation process might make a significant impact. Toasting them in a dry skillet for just 2 to 3 minutes until they are brown and fragrant actually breaks down the outer hull and increases the digestion of the protein by up to 45%. In addition, it causes them to develop a delectable nutty flavor, which makes them enticing to incorporate into salads, stir-fries, or yogurt. Creating your own tahini at home by blending toasted sesame seeds with a tiny bit of olive oil gives you a protein-rich spread that's been shown in Mediterranean diet studies to support muscle maintenance better than many commercial protein supplements. And you can eat it with vegetables, use it as a salad dressing base, or simply enjoy it by the spoonful for a quick protein boost. It is possible to increase the advantages of sesame seeds by timing when they are consumed. Due to the magnesium content, eating them in the evening has been demonstrated to promote nighttime muscle recovery. This is because the magnesium content helps relax muscles and improves the quality of sleep, which is when the majority of muscle repair and growth actually occurs. This is especially important for persons over the age of 70, whose sleep patterns frequently get interrupted. A seed that contains more omega-3 fatty acids than salmon and grows muscle in ways that appear to be practically impossible to achieve is about to be introduced to you. 4. Ground flax seeds contain an impressive 18 grams of protein per 100 grams. But what makes them truly revolutionary for muscle building after the age of 70 is the alpha-linolenic acid content that they contain. Alpha-linolenic acid is an omega-3 fatty acid that researchers from the University of Toronto discovered reduces muscle inflammation by 52%, while simultaneously increasing muscle protein synthesis by 27% in older adults. Flax seeds contain a protein that has a distinctive amino acid profile that is especially abundant in arginine and glutamine. These are two amino acids that become conditionally essential as we age, which means that our bodies are unable to produce sufficient amounts of them to maintain muscle mass without the assistance of dietary sources. Flax seeds are an excellent source of these amino acids. What's absolutely fascinating is that flax seeds contain compounds called lignans, which are 800 times more concentrated in flax than in any other food. And these lignans have been shown in multiple studies to improve insulin sensitivity by up to 35% in seniors, which directly translates to better muscle growth because insulin is one of the most anabolic hormones in your body, essentially acting like a key that unlocks muscle cells to accept protein and nutrients. A groundbreaking study that was published in the Canadian Journal of Physiology discovered that older adults who consumed 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds on a daily basis for a period of 12 weeks saw an increase in their muscle mass of 1.5 pounds, while simultaneously losing 2.2 pounds of fat. This was accomplished without any other changes being made to their diet or exercise routine. The researchers referred to these results as unprecedented for a single food intervention. When it comes to flax seeds, the most important thing is that they have to be ground prior to their nutrients being released. In order to ensure that you receive the maximum amount of nutritional benefit from flax seeds, you should either purchase them already ground and store them in the freezer to prevent oxidation, or you should grind them fresh in a coffee grinder right before you consume them. Whole flax seeds will pass through your digestive system without being digested. When you add flax seeds to your morning oatmeal or smoothie, they will create a gel-like consistency that not only makes you feel fuller for a longer period of time, but also slows down the absorption of carbohydrates. This provides you with steady energy for building muscle throughout the day, while also preventing blood sugar spikes, which can interfere with muscle growth in older adults. This is the best way to incorporate flax seeds into your routine for building muscle, because the helpful bacteria help break down the complex fibers and make the amino acids more accessible to your muscles. Research has shown that mixing flax seeds with foods that are rich in probiotics, such as yogurt or kefir, can boost the protein bioavailability of the flax seeds by as much as 40%. Additionally, it has been demonstrated that this combination can promote intestinal health, which is becoming an increasingly crucial factor in the process of nutrient absorption as we get older. The next seed provides a comprehensive protein profile that is comparable to that of whey protein powder. So if you think flax seeds are amazing, you should know better. 3. Pumpkin seeds. These green nutritional powerhouses offer an astounding 30 grams of protein per 100 grams, making them one of the foods that are the highest in protein content that can be found anywhere. However, the remarkable zinc concentration of pumpkin seeds is what truly sets them aside as a muscle-building supplement for anyone over the age of 70. Due to the fact that just 1 ounce of zinc can provide 20% of your daily requirements, zinc is vitally necessary for the creation of testosterone and the repair of muscle tissue in aging bodies. Researchers from Germany found that pumpkin seeds contain a special type of protein known as cucurbitinin. This protein has anti-inflammatory properties that are so powerful that it can reduce exercise-induced muscle soreness by 45% in older adults. This enables older adults to exercise more frequently and build muscle more quickly than those who rely on traditional sources of protein. Pumpkin seeds have an extremely high magnesium concentration, which is off the charts. Magnesium is involved in over 300 enzymatic events in your body, including the synthesis of muscle protein. And just one handful provides over half of your daily requirement. This is a significant fact because magnesium is involved in many reactions. Furthermore, research indicates that 68% of persons over the age of 70 are lacking in this essential mineral as well. It is truly remarkable that pumpkin seeds contain all 9 essential amino acids in proportions that almost perfectly match what your muscles require for optimal growth. In particular, pumpkin seeds contain particularly high levels of tryptophan, which not only assists in the development of muscle, but also improves the quality of sleep by as much as 40%, according to studies on sleep. In addition, we are aware that the peak of growth hormone and the acceleration of muscle regeneration occur during deep sleep. In a fascinating study that was published in the International Journal of Sports Nutrition, researchers discovered that older adults who consumed 40 grams of pumpkin seeds on a daily basis, in addition to their regular exercise routine, gained 60% more lean muscle mass over the course of 10 weeks. This was in comparison to those who consumed the same amount of protein from eggs. The researchers attributed these results to the seeds' unique combination of protein, healthy fats, and micronutrients working together in a synergistic manner. The best way to prepare pumpkin seeds for maximum muscle-building benefits is to soak them in salt water for 8 to 10 hours, which activates sprouting enzymes that increase protein digestibility. After that, roast them at a temperature of no more than 170 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 20 minutes. This will preserve the heat-sensitive amino acids while also producing a delicious, crunchy snack that can be eaten by the handful or sprinkled on salads and soups. Increasing the advantages of pumpkin seeds can be accomplished by properly timing when you consume them. Consuming them as a snack in the afternoon helps to maintain stable blood sugar levels, which in turn supports muscle growth. Consuming them before bedtime provides slow-releasing proteins that feed your muscles throughout the night, thereby preventing the breakdown of muscle tissue that typically occurs during sleep in older adults. Prepare yourself for the second most powerful seed, which the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, describes as the ideal meal for astronauts. 2. Hemp seeds. Hemp seeds have an incredible digestibility rate of 94%, which makes them easier for the digestive systems of older people to process than almost any other source of protein, including eggs, whey, or meat. Additionally, because of their superior digestibility, more of the protein actually reaches your muscles, where it is required. Hemp seeds deliver an incredible 31 grams of complete protein per 100 grams. The protein found in hemp seeds contains a substance known as edestin, which is a globular protein that is remarkably similar to the proteins that are found in human blood plasma. This means that your body recognizes it immediately and can use it to build muscle tissue with virtually no waste or stress on your kidneys. This is a significant benefit for older adults, whose kidney function typically declines with age. Researchers from Australia made a remarkable discovery when they discovered that hemp seed protein contains the ideal ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids, which is 3 to 1. This balance reduces systemic inflammation by as much as 58%, while simultaneously boosting muscle recovery speed by as much as 35% in adults over the age of 70. In essence, it creates the ideal internal environment for the growth of muscle. Gamma-linolenic acid is a rare omega-6 that actually fights inflammation rather than promoting it. Studies have shown that this compound can increase muscle strength by 25% in just 6 weeks when combined with resistance exercise. This is true even for individuals who have not exercised in years. Hemp seeds are absolutely unique because of their gamma-linolenic acid content. The profile of amino acids found in hemp seeds is notably abundant in branched-chain amino acids, particularly leucine, which is the primary trigger for the production of muscle protein. And because hemp seeds have a higher leucine content per gram than eggs do, they are superior to eggs when it comes to boosting muscle growth in older individuals, which normally require larger leucine doses to elicit the same muscle-building reaction as younger people. It is hardly possible to overstate how easy it is to incorporate hemp seeds into your everyday routine. Because of their mild, nutty flavor, you can sprinkle them on literally anything, from salads to yogurt to soup. You can also blend them into smoothies, where they create a creamy texture while delivering massive amounts of muscle-building nutrition without the need for any preparation that is required because they are soft enough to eat straight from the package. The research on timing suggests that consuming 3 to 4 tablespoons of hemp seeds spread out throughout the day maintains a constant supply of amino acids in your bloodstream. This keeps your muscles in an anabolic state, which means that they are building rather than breaking down. This is something that becomes increasingly important after the age of 70, when the rate of muscle loss can accelerate to 1 to 2% per year if proper nutrition is not received. Now for the most important seed, which, according to scientists, has the potential to completely transform the way we think about aging and muscle. Chia seeds. These small black and white seeds, which ancient Aztec warriors used to refer to as running food, offer 17 grams of complete protein for every 100 grams that they are consumed. But what makes them the absolute king of muscle-building seeds for people over the age of 70 is their capacity to absorb 12 times their weight in water. This results in the formation of a gel-like substance that provides sustained protein release for up to 6 hours. In other words, they provide your muscles with a steady supply of building blocks throughout the day. In the course of their investigation, experts from Stanford University uncovered something very extraordinary about chia seeds. They contain a one-of-a-kind kind of protein that actually becomes more bioavailable as you get older. The absorption rates increase from 76% in young adults to an astounding 95% in people over the age of 70. This is completely contrary to what happens with the majority of other sources of protein, where absorption typically decreases with age. The leucine level of chia seeds, which accounts for 7% of the total protein, is higher than that of practically any other plant source and is comparable to that of whey protein. This is where the true magic of chia seeds lies. On the other hand, in contrast to whey, which can lead to digestive problems in a significant number of elderly people, chia seeds actually enhance digestion, while also giving this essential amino acid that is essential for developing muscle. As we get older, this amino acid becomes increasingly vital for stimulating muscle growth. The impact that chia seeds have on the hydration of cells is the primary factor that differentiates them from every other seed on this shortlist. When combined with liquid, they produce a gel that helps transport water and nutrients straight into muscle cells. This results in an increase in cell volume of up to 20%, which not only makes muscles appear fuller, but also activates anabolic signaling pathways that speed up the process of muscle growth and repair. Chia seeds were found to be the most effective functional food for combating sarcopenia, which is age-related muscle loss, according to the findings of a groundbreaking Mexican study that followed adults over the age of 70 who consumed just 2 tablespoons of chia seeds every day for a period of 12 weeks. The study found that the participants gained an average of 2.8 pounds of lean muscle mass, while also improving their walking speed by 23% and their grip strength by 31%. All of these improvements occurred without the participants making any changes to their exercise routine. Chia seeds undergo a stunning alteration after being soaked in liquid for only 15 minutes. This transition is astonishing. They form a gelatinous coating that not only makes them simpler to digest, but also produces a time-release effect for the proteins. This means that your muscles are nourished continuously, rather than in a single burst that your body may have difficulty utilizing to its full potential as it ages. The absolute best way to maximize chia seeds' muscle building potential is to create overnight chia pudding by mixing 2 tablespoons of chia seeds with 1 cup of milk or plant-based milk, adding a dash of vanilla and cinnamon, then refrigerating overnight to create a protein-rich breakfast that provides sustained energy and muscle-building nutrients all morning long. Or you can add them dry to yogurt or smoothies, where they'll absorb liquid and expand in your stomach, keeping you full while delivering their incredible nutritional payload. The scientific evidence is unmistakable. When it comes to growing and sustaining muscle after the age of 70, these 6 seeds represent a novel strategy that goes well beyond what typical sources of protein can give. When it comes to improving the health of your muscles, it is important to remember that consistency is more important than quantity. To begin, you should only consume 1 or 2 of these seeds, and as your body adjusts, you should progressively include more of them. When you are equipped with this information and these potent dietary tools that nature has supplied, you can prevent your muscles from deteriorating as you get older. If the information presented here has opened your eyes to new possibilities for your health, consider subscribing to receive further nutrition recommendations that are supported by scientific research and have the potential to change your golden years into your strongest years. We appreciate you watching.